Alright guys, welcome back to another video. He's told me I have to intro myself, so I'm Lee.
I'm Ben.
And this is Evil GT. We have the S15, maybe not back on the road, but we are making progress. But what are we actually doing to it?
We're getting it stripped down.
So Tom's stripping all the front end off, wings, and basically getting it ready to tube the front end.
So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel Evil GT.
Don't forget, follow us on Instagram, Evil GT Cars. You get to see all this kind of stuff. And one last thing, the Focus RS is still up for grabs. Make sure
you go and get your tickets from mydreammachine.co.uk.
People say we should do this work ourselves. You really think we have the quality, expertise, knowledge to do this ourselves?
It'd take years for us to start pissing about something like this, wouldn't it?
You know Tom, do you know he's got a degree?
Oh yeah, and then like some engineering.
Something to do with engines and shit.
Yeah.
I'll do.
Hello. You've got a degree in mechanical engineering, right? Yeah, I thought so. We've not actually explained what's happening, even though we have mentioned some bits and pieces. So
we're going to cut her off at the front of the strut tops, and then alongside the chassis rail, building a nice strengthening bar. We'll probably take away 75%, well, take away the last quarter of the chassis rails, we'll then build a nice like 38mm front hoop. I know that doesn't apply to current drift regulations, but this is never going to be a professional drift car, so we're just going to go off the old spec. We're going to do a halo in inch, and then off of the halo we'll have the tabs for the bonnet support, so the air catches, the radiator and the intercooler, and then we'll build some brackets underneath the intercooler to support that as well, because you don't want to have like a cumbersome intercooler weighing down on the halo with it only being an inch bar. We're also changing the throttle body, so we've got an LSX throttle body here. This is just a Chinese one that we're using on our Subaru build, but it's exactly the same size for what we need, so I'm going to be able to put that in, mock that up and see how much room we've got for the tubs. And then I'm thinking we could either leave it open or have some tubs fabricated. Got a couple of options to discuss with them that I've not explained yet.
There you go.
There you go. That's what's happening.
Simple as that.
Easy. So can we just point out, the car has been here for a few months, but it's nothing to do with Tom taking ages. We've actually decided just to do this over a longer period.
Yeah.
You know, whatever, because we've got other projects on the go, and
that's exactly it, yeah.
So it's not Tom's fault that it's taken ages. This is now hopefully going to start to progress. So yeah, anyone bringing cars here, don't think you're going to have your car here for ages. It's our fault that the car's been here for so long. Do you know, out of everything on this car, I think the best thing to go is this fuse box in it.
Oh, without a doubt,
see
yeah.
it again, will we?
No, thank God.
So these normally would be in your back garden. You're on the hose pipe.
You'd think so.
What's it doing on an S15? So Ben just asked for Tom to say, can you give us a turbo flutter?
But like really loud?
Yeah, like the, what does it do?
Well, yeah, I knew he was going to ask you to do that, you twat.
Go on, what's the noise it makes?
There you go, that was it.
If you heard that, that was the noise.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in typical Tom fashion, yeah. Anything. But you did say something to us, something about metal resonating.
Yeah.
Rather than something else.
Yeah.
Rubber. Yeah, so that's it. So he said he can do it anyway. I've heard something real bad going on there. And that's real bad. So that's just been bodged up over the years. This is where you might be a bit negative on this.
Yeah.
What's happening now? How do we sort that out?
Your mate at the body shop's going to have a right laugh when you drop car off.
Great.
I knew he bought a dog.
Out of all the videos we've done on this up to now,
Yeah.
this is probably the worst bit we've found.
Yeah.
But what you've just took off there, we're never going to do that when we bought the car. We can't start taking the engine bits off, can
You
you?
wouldn't have seen it without them.
No.
The inlet manifold being.
I mean, that is deep.
Yeah.
Deep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All the way to the
All the way to the bulkhead.
bulkhead. Great. So anyway, nothing that a bit of welding can't sort out.
Are you going to sort that as well?
If I could weld.
Comment section's just going to be scrap the bloody thing.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
10 minutes ago, I couldn't lock this wheel all the way around.
Alright. Well, yeah, doesn't surprise me.
I went back like this and there was no gap here.
Alright.
Can we make some sort of like agreement, like a pact? Stop wiggling shit now, because it's making it look way worse. And he's just going to blame me for the fact that the tie wall that jumped out of nowhere.
The curb jumped out,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well, we just had that discussion saying, why did we not notice that rust when the engine was out?
Yeah.
But you did say it's because he took it into the tyre wall.
Well, yeah, it might have been like these seams here, or down the front, it might have just been filled in. And when it's done the impact, it'll have broke the seam sealer.
Impact? You're making
Yeah,
this sound like
the
it was a
impact
full
that you
grade.
made.
No, listen,
Right.
it nudged. It literally nudged. Even the headlight's not broke.
That wheel does not look like it was nudged. Have you
It
seen
was
the amount of
nudged,
damage
mate.
on it?
It's 14 years old. Don't worry about that. It's shit anyway.
Do you know when people name titles of like YouTube videos?
Yeah.
And you think, oh, what can I make it clickbaity? I think the one that we've named this is it's not clickbait, is it?
Well, no, it's true.
This is worse than we expected.
A lot.
Why don't you name it Crest actually works on a car?
Crest is going to finish a car.
Look at the state of that. How shit does that look? So, we need to find someone or get some better. What are they? What are they called?
Oh, you can get lightweight aluminium pulleys.
What's that there? Is that the oil pump?
Power steering.
Power steering. Oh yeah, it does say that on the top.
Right, we'll get new ones. Just keep you happy.
Right, and then look down here. Look at the fucking state of that. Look.
Yeah, we'll get all that. Sort of like painting.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
You can change this
Yeah.
to a little outlet and put you a nice little shiny bottle somewhere.
Yeah, no
And get all like chrome pulley kit for it.
That looks.
Get an ATI super dampener.
There you go. That's what we want. That looks like it's as old as you. What's this here now?
That's the manifold gasket.
I haven't got a degree in mechanical engineering, but I know that that's full.
Yes. From the looks of that gasket, this wasn't tight, which is why there was a slight gap here where the exhaust gas has blown through and trashed the gasket in the process.
Right.
Brilliant.
So we'll fix that. No danger.
Easy. You got your spanner yet?
Well, Tom will fix it. Same thing, isn't it? The manifold's coming off now, so we can see even more of the rust. But great.
So after the amount of rust that we found, we've realised that this strut brace is serving no fucking purpose whatsoever, is it?
Well, it's holding the car together, yeah, I'm with you. It's actually doing a real good job.
It's doing fuck all.
Just to keep people engaged for future videos,
Yeah.
Tom is going to be fabricating a brand new exhaust for this, turbo back. So have a look at the future videos on this car because you'll see him making it.
Yeah, yeah.
You better get practicing. Have you ever done one before?
No, I've never done an exhaust before.
Did that take you by surprise then?
What the fuck just happened then?
I know, yeah. Didn't give us any like warning. I'm going to cut stuff. People like stuff getting cut.
I got annoyed.
I take it now we can't go back on that.
You won't blue tack back on that.
So a bit of the car that is actually in good condition, yeah?
Yeah.
Law of averages meant that some that come off that had to be alright.
That's not as bad there. Can't get me screwdriver through it.
Alright. I think we've seen enough now.
Oh, there you go.
There's a big hole. You don't want to see this bit.
Bad.
I'll tell you about it later.
Is it worse than the other side?
It's just as bad.
Oh, brilliant.
Something's out of line.
Yeah, the engine needs some new mounts. I wasn't that impressed with them last time, to be honest. Like hockey pucks are acceptable, but for
But you're saying it's out, it's sort of like to the left.
Just sat over on itself.
So
Yeah.
we'll fix that one, yeah?
Yeah, I'll make new ones.
The wheels are one side sat higher than the other.
Yeah,
so it's on axle stands.
Yeah, they're on the chassis legs in the exact same point at the exact same height, so the car's level. Obviously the back end's level because that's sat on the floor. And then like we're on full droop, one sat much lower than the other one. So either it's never been aligned or the car's bent and it's been aligned correctly to like counteract the car being bent, but I don't think the car's bent.
So 3 o'clock now, we've been here for 5 hours. I'm getting rather upset. Everything that gets taken off, it's exposing something that's real bad. You know, like a bit more rust or a bit more, well, rust. And I
know you're going to get a load of shit for this on YouTube as well, aren't you? Because the last lot, before we even got to this point, everyone was like, put it in the skip, it's shite.
Yeah.
Well, that's not helping the situation now, is it, with what we've seen?
Well, it's not, but if it was in if it was in perfect condition, it'd be boring. You just take it off, get it all painted up, put it back together. Too easy. It's a challenge, right?
It's cheap, mate.
It's a challenge. Just needs a little bit of money thrown at it.
Brilliant. We're trying to hang on to our money, mate.
When this car's done, it will be, you'll look at it and like, you know when you'll have a connection to a car?
Yeah.
And you'll just think, wow, this car is absolutely amazing. Because you've seen it. It's not going to be a nut and bolt restoration, right? But it's going to be close. 5mm spacer, yeah? Well, what's left of it anyway. Have a look at that.
So I'm just going to take the shocks out now so I can get in with the grinder, just so we can get a nice cut.
This is where we're going to start chopping shit out?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get as much parts out of the way before I start cutting.
Cheers, mate. Right, put that in the bin.
No. Is this not going on eBay?
Oh my god, that is real bad.
That's the entire panel that's moving.
So that's the bit you was actually poking the screwdriver through.
So that is where all of the strength is for the suspension upright.
Okay.
And the entire panel's moving. So when people talk about Nissan rot, it's usually the strut tops that go, so the panel up here. We'll see that in a minute when we start taking this apart, but as you can see now, the bottom's gone as well.
You know, you say you're going to chop from here, maybe just chop about down the back there, you know, near the rear arches.
Yeah, so I think you should do the first cut.
I'll happily do the first cut.
Yeah?
You got goggles?
Got some PPE?
Yeah.
Hey, I thought you said you were a professional, you're like a fucking stormtrooper.
I can't fucking see anything.
That wouldn't be the first time, would it?
Oh, that's it.
Don't worry about his hearing, you can't hear shit anyway.
God, it's fucking cold and wet.
Oh, nice. Right, hang on, let me get a thumbnail.
You just want me right through there, yeah?
Yeah.
Larry Lee is going to have a go at cutting this. Come on, stand back.
It can't be that hard, can it? He's the piss.
Smashed it.
Okay.
Professional.
Yeah.
You've got your certificate now.
It's in the back. He's printing it out. There you go. Put that on the wall.
It's not very often somebody says yes to having their front wheel arch.
But already it looks better. I mean, there's no rust here now in this area, is there?
There's just a touch of surface rust on it, but other than that, she looks
The
fairly.
main thing, integrity's there.
Yeah.
Nothing that the body shop can't like sort out.
So what I would just like to point out again is, just to reinforce the fact that you are now still barred from buying cars.
just repeat that. They look okay.
Yeah, they look alright then.
Nice one.
Nice and straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, good then. See, we're getting better. We're going deep and we're getting to the good stuff now.
That's what they all say.
So Tom's gonna finish cleaning all the inner arch out. So it's gonna take him ages just to get through all that. And are we saying it's gonna be okay?
No.
Let's be optimistic with it.
You're being optimistic with it because it was your idea to buy it.
Oh yeah, true. You say my GTR door handles are shit. Look at these, eh? Look at that. You didn't paint this yourself, did you? No. No? Right.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Did you paint it in a wind tunnel?
So Tom has ground all the inner arch away. As you can see from the video, it is fucked. It's full of rust. It's been patched up over the God knows how many last years. So we've decided we're gonna cut all that out and send that to the body shop. Tom is now putting the plates in.
The plates are going in at the ends of the things that go down the side, yeah? What are they called?
That's the technical term, the things that go down the side, yeah?
I don't know what they're called. They're not the chassis bits, are they? They're the shell bits. Whatever the fuck they're called. Them things.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's putting the end plates on, so then he can use them then to start mocking up the tubed frame that goes around the front. He's using copper pipes, like what you would use to plumb with, but obviously it's because they're quite easy to bend, so he'll mock them up, give them then perfectly to the bender.
The bender. So what Ben's trying to say is, the guy that's going to do it, he's a fabricator. He's not a bender.
Well, that's what he's going to be
Even though
doing.
he bends shit. But he's
Sorry, I didn't know.
no, he doesn't bend it. He sort of like, well, he probably does do a bit of bending,
He bends them.
but he's not a bender. When he turns up, don't call him a bender.
I bet he's a gripper as well, isn't he?
Probably, yeah. We'll go and check out his work. See if it's any
Come on
good.
then, yeah. Is this the critiquing stage?
Oh,
That's like all thingage, yeah, looks decent to me, that mate, well done.
This is a Crest Motorsport Triggers broom.
This has been here as long as me.
This old broom.
We've had 4 new sticks and 5 new heads.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, Tom, what people will say is you've never used it, it's like a brand new that.
It's only perfect, but it'll have to.
Perfect. Did you measure that?
Of course I did, mate.
If you've just caught up on this video, like 20 minutes in, this isn't the actual finished product, this is just a template,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's going to be like 38 or 45 mil tube going in for the finished stuff, yeah?
Yeah. So like the CDS, because it's not the furthest part of the car, if it was going in professional drifting, it'd still be legal. We're just trying to build as much strength back into it as possible. As you've seen previously, like when we started trimming small amounts of this panel and it was just going twang and then it just completely sagged on itself. There was no structure left there, to be honest.
Well, the professional drifting, that's sort of like pricked our ears up on it.
Well, yeah.
We never know where we're going to be down the line.
Who knows? I mean, we're borderline professional drifters now anyway, so...
It. Tom can vouch for that, can't he?
Professional crashers, more.
There's no point in hanging around for the other side now. It's 6 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, so we'll just let him finish that off.
Yeah, he's going to do exactly the same job on the other side.
And then he'll send them off, them templates, to the guy who's going to fabricate the front tubs, as they're called, and then he's going to get them back, weld them on, and then we're going to strip it out, and then that'll be the start of the next video.
So see you later.